What's up, ladies and gents? Excaliburs here, bringing you my final Black Ops 2 combat record. I figured there is no better time to do something like this because we have got ghosts right around the corner. And I think my first combat record video was fairly popular, and people like that sort of thing. So I am more than happy to give this to you. And I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and see just how much destruction I have caused in the year that this game has existed. Let's go ahead and take a look. Combat record, career. I have played 12 days. 5 hours, 27 minutes, 26 seconds. If you ask me, it's probably a little too much. But hey, man, pays the bills, so why not, right? So, how many kills have I gotten in that time? 78,527, 1,815 wins, 10,533,515 score, 3.08 KD ratio, win-loss ratio 2.91, score per minute 1 shy of 600, 599. Not a bad stat line if I say so myself. Pub Stomper numero uno right here. Well, probably not number one, but not half bad if I say so myself. I kill a good amount, I win a hell of a lot, and I do it consistently. That is how I roll. And most of these wins are solo. I did party a little bit in this game, but not too much. I guess to put a ratio to it, I would say maybe 85% solo, 15% partied up. So just to give you an idea. Because a lot of people do like to party a whole lot. I don't mind partying. It's just I like to this game I like to solo a lot. Pretty much Call of Duty in general. I prefer to play solo most of the time. So let's take a look at what else we've got here. Combat summary, critical damage, headshots, junk. Who cares? I mean, headshots is random. As far as I'm concerned, that's 5,500 times I got lucky. I rarely ever go for headshots unless that is the only thing I can see on the guy that I can shoot, aka camp behind the rock, and you can only see the tip of my forehead. Clippers, everyone's favorite camper. Not really something I go for. Unstoppable, 132 mega kills, 7. What is that? 7 kills back to back to back to back to back to back to back, something like that. Only got 6 of those. Never did manage to get the chain kill, unfortunately. I don't know. I guess I just never could manage to find myself in the right place, in the perfect right place, right time situation. Not really anything I can do about it unless I'm, really trying hard to go for it. But the way I go, if it happens, if it's great, that's great. If it doesn't, I don't really care. Deadliest weapons: AN-94, Cap 40, M1216, 1, 2, and 3. Deadliest score streak: Lightning Strike, old reliable, 49, 41. Not too bad. Game modes. And as you can see here, there is quite a discrepancy from 1 to 2. Kill confirmed, my preferred game mode, over 1,000 games in that. It's probably a lot more than that because this just lists wins. So what is that? 3.25 ratio, 1,000 wins, 300 some losses, something like that, 350. Somewhere between like 330 and 350 losses. So that's a lot of kill confirmed games. And then started to open up a little bit more to domination as the game went on. And then TDM. This is pretty much only here because it happens to be in the Ground War playlist as well. If it was not in the Ground War playlist, I would not miss it. But since I'm not really much of a lobby surfer, I'll deal with it. Not that big of a deal. TDM games don't last that long, so pretty much kill confirmed 6v6 or Ground War. Those were my playlists of my preferred playlist, and then we've got party games and then everything else. Yeah, really did not see much action from me. I pick a couple of things and I stick to it. But fortunately, in my case, I am a little bit more open to variety, I should say, as far as weapon choice is concerned. Medals, 22 nuclears. Nuclears. It's not, nuclears aren't something I go for. If I get it, great. If not, I'm not too upset about it. And I would say there's only maybe 4 or 5 times where I would forego the objective in order to try and get a nuclear. You guys may have seen that in the last live commentary videos that I posted. But that usually only happens in party play. And when playing solo, I don't really do that. Plus, when I'm playing solo, it's not really that often I would get a nuclear. I mean, I've only got 22. But I know there are people with a lot more. But I think they actively go for it. I'm not too bothered by that stuff. If it happens, great. Like I said, I'm not really too bothered by, you know, getting a whole lot of monster kills and stuff. All about that dub. I mean, just I'll just kill multiple enemies with 1 bullet. Obviously, didn't use FMJ enough. Quad feed. 3 short of a quad. Wah, wah. Shield bash. Oh god. 83 very, very frustrating kills, but probably frustrated the people I killed as well, so I guess that makes me feel a little bit better. Revenge, 7240. And the most popular one is Avenger. Yep, 10,000. Over 10,000 of those. Score streaks. Not really too big on lethal score streaks, except for the low ones. You know, Lightning Strike. Hellstorm, and then as the in the later months of the game, I really took a liking to the War Machine. KSG Torture Shack, brought to you by the War Machine Shitstomp Show. It's what made that series possible. Anti-score streak, you guys know I am not afraid to shoot down enemy aircraft. I get killed by one of these things, I switch straight to the Stinger. It has to go, and of course, if I'm running a Stinger secondary, those UAVs have got to go. That they do. I do not like showing up on other people's maps, and I don't have enough points to go with Ghost on every class. I gotta have my flak jacket, gotta have a whole lot of other things. Just not enough points for Ghost that I'm willing to give up, so gotta shoot those UAVs down. Game mode, that's all useless crap. Weapons. Sad to say, it's not the world's most interesting combat anymore. It's looking a little bit more generic. We got a few sprinkles of excitement here and there. And 94, one of the best guns around. I thought I didn't really mess around with it too much after they nerfed it, but I wasn't really playing too much anyway at that point. So most of this is pre-nerf stuff. Cap 40. I mean, secondary, primary, still good, and Lord knows I abuse the hell out of it when you can dual wield it. So, M1216, semi-automatic shotgun, had good luck with this gun. Not a half bad gun to use. M27, pinpoint accurate, great with the silencer, decent damage. I mean, all the attributes of a great gun. And TAC 41 is TAC 45. Oh, TAC 45 is in my top 5. That it is. My favorite secondary in the game. 2-shot kill. Pretty much no recoil. Great power. That's pretty much 2-shot kill. Cannot go wrong with this gun. Had some great fun with it. Looks badass gold, especially with the emblems and the clan tags. Great fun to use, and pretty much we just taper off into all the various guns around. I mean, I pretty much use everything. I think something I'd like to point out is my top weapon is not even 5%. Well, wait. No, it's a little bit more than 5%. It's not even 10% of my total kills. That is not something you see often. Most people, they find, you know, 3 or 4 guns they really like, and they use the hell out of them. Not that there's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, I spread the love all over the place. I mean, look at this, 4,000, 3,000, and we got a whole bunch of, you know, high 2K guns, 2,500. It just slowly tapers off from there. I mean, I've pretty much used everything this game has to offer, except for sniper rifles and those goofy little niche weapons like the ballista and crossbow and ballistic knife. Not really my thing. Assault shield, can't forget about that. But yeah, I do like to spread the love around. Wasn't a big fan of the hammer. This is pretty much where the love stops. You mess with these once or twice and then never use them again. But A lot of variety here, I'd like to think, and SMR I think is my highest KD weapon. Yeah, you guys wouldn't know that because I don't think I've ever posted a video with this gun. Obviously, that was a big mistake on my part. My bad. My bad. Equipment. I'm not gonna lie, this is pretty mega douche mode stuff right here. C4s, EMPs, I mean, look at this. 5,500 kills with C4. That is 1,500 more than I had with the AN-94, my most used weapon. I use this on every class. It is cheap. Play on ground war. I mean, you can get 10 kills a game with C4. It is absolutely ridiculous. EMPs, great for a point whore like me. Big radius. Whole lot of points, 50 points for hitting people with it. Plus, it has the added bonus of killing electronics, which is pretty nice. And everything else is, not really interested in any of this stuff. EMP and C4 Mega Douche Mode, I'm not gonna lie. That is what the equipment is all about for me. Score streaks. If you have followed me for any length of time, you know I am a big fan of support kill streaks, score streaks, UAV, counter UAV, VSATs, and then we have a lot of the lower kill streaks, lightning strike, hellstorm, and then just sort of tapers off from there. Thing I don't use too much. As to why I like to use these low score streaks, some of you may be saying, or I've seen this asked before, is like, you're so good, XCal, why don't you use, Swarm Dog VSAT more often? And honestly, I just like, for the way I like to play, I am not good enough to get swarms and dogs game in and game out. Like, ideally, if I was to use that setup, I'd like to get VSAT, like, I'd like to get that combo at least twice. And unfortunately, for me, that doesn't really happen. I'm all about consistency, and I just, when I use that loadout and I don't get it, it pisses me off, and I switch to something I can get every game. So that's why I use a lot of UAV, counter UAV. This is why I use a lot of these score streaks in the top 5. I mean, it's nice when you get it, but if I wanted to get those higher score streaks as often as I wanted to, I would have to change up my playstyle a little bit, and I don't really want to do that. Gotta go for the win, and if I'm sitting back camping for streaks, I am not trying to win hard enough. Winning is the most important thing to me by far. I'd like to think us Call of Duty commentators have at least a little bit of influence on the way the population plays the game. And back when I first started playing Call of Duty, and even on the even for YouTube videos, I was a kill first kind of guy. I didn't care if I won or lost. I just wanted like that 100-5 score at the end of the game. And that's really not sort of the message I want to send. All about the win. I think the winning is the most important thing you can do when you play a multiplayer game. Because, I mean, what's the objective? It's to beat the other team. You don't want to be that guy who's going 140-2 and still losing and blaming your team for it. Even though, in some cases, I mean, it is true. You can only do so much. But, what happens when you're not getting all those kills, all those score streaks, and and you don't change up your play style to try and go for that win. So that is the message I want to send. I'm a win first player. If I kill a lot, that is great. But first and foremost, I have got to cap those flags, get those tags, get all the points, because I definitely do love it. But that is my final combat record. 3.08 KD ratio, 2.91 win-loss, almost 600 score per minute, and a whole lot of weapon variety, because variety is badass. That it is. And some final thoughts on Black Ops 2. It was an okay game to play. I mean, I pretty much played it from bell to bell, from beginning to end. I know from reading the comments, people were showing a lot more hatred towards this game, but I'm not sure if it's because of anything that was actually wrong with this game, because I think when you really get down to it, I mean, you can find big, huge problems with every Call of Duty game that's ever been made. It's just, I think with Black Ops 2, it suffered from, you know, same shit, different day. People are getting tired of the game, getting fed up with it, and I think that is the biggest reason why. It's not due to anything like spawns or weapon imbalance. Well, it does play a part, I think, but I do think the majority of it just comes from, you know, people are getting a little bit tired of Call of Duty, and I totally get that. I do. But it was an okay game to play. I would have preferred I prefer a respawn timer, a 5-second respawn timer minimum on all game modes. No view kick, and that's pretty much all I would change with the game. That also, if I could add just a few changes to the game, that would be it. Well, probably a couple of other things, but I'd have to think about it a little bit more, and I don't really I don't really feel like sitting here brainstorming, but those would be my top 2 changes. 5-second minimum respawn timer. Get rid of the view kick. It is ridiculous. People should not be rewarded with headshots when they aim at my ankles. That is messed up. And respawn timers, I mean, it should go without saying. I mean, if you kill a guy when you're capping a flag and he has enough time to respawn and throw a grenade and kill you with that grenade before you can capture the flag, that's a little messed up. But it was an okay game to play. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it, but I did find enjoyment out of it. So I guess good job on that front. Plus, plenty of weapons for me to use, and that is not a bad thing. So I guess until next time, I will see you on Ghosts. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Peace out.